Hello, hello. Welcome to what I'm now calling the weekly vlog, or I guess the weekend vlog, where I play Vampire Survivors, talk about the week, me, what's going on, and life in general. So yeah, continuing adventures. We're on Garlic Paradise. We have 2 more of those to do. Let's see, what's left? 50 in Garlic Paradise and 3,000 Mussolani in retirement. Alright, so let's continue with Poe. No, I already spent money on power-ups. So we got Garlic Paradise, and then I'm guessing this might be the last one. So this one we need to reach level 50, I think. Do I want beginning or do I want this? Let's stick with beginning. Wait, did I not play this one already? What's with all the garlic? Oh, okay, yeah. Just disappear. Oh, we can stock up. Grab some of my favorites here. Alright, so we're just trying to make level 50 then, so that should be simple enough, I feel like. Is this supposed to be a baseball diamond? No. Like, let me run the bases. There's no bases to run. But yeah, if you're watching this, it's now Saturday. I'm recording this on Thursday, so I don't know how the week has ended, but hopefully not too bad. Things have settled down a little bit in my life, and feeling overall better, and I guess less anxiety about things I was feeling anxiety about. Some of it's still like a wait and see situation, but I'm not having like the super crippling anxiety where I'm paralyzed and I can't function. Like those, sorry, a little bit, hold on a second. Let me drink some coffee here. There we go, that's a little better. Let's do the getting over a little cold I had this week. That's what that's from. That's just the last remaining remnants of it. Because overall, I've been feeling really good. Oh, we got a candy box. Oh, that's mean. I see a candy box. I can't get the candy box. Alright, well, that is just a, I feel like on this one, if I fail to reach level 50, I could probably increase curse, and that would help. But yeah, my week is going, I think, significantly better, now. I'm definitely not just paralyzed from crippling anxiety. Like, I can kind of do stuff, and it's like the anxiety's on the back burner, and I can kind of just focus on what I need to do and what's at hand for me. You know, let's just say, like, anxiety sucks. Like, there's no way around it. Like, if you have severe anxiety, you know, like, precisely what I'm talking about. At least for me, like, it makes me procrastinate getting things done, you know, and I was saying, like, it almost paralyzes me, like, I can't, and I don't know if that's, like, it mixing itself with depression, and, you know, like, almost like it's a feedback loop, like, depression gives me anxiety, anxiety makes me depressed, and then it's just this kind of hole you have to claw yourself out of, or at least for me, that's what it feels like. And you know, it just needs like a little shift, and maybe the day-to-day, maybe just a little piece of good news, or you know, something positive happening in my life that lets me kind of recenter my focus and reprioritize what's important, what is the thing that's I'm facing that is critical and important at that moment. So I think I feel like I'm in good headspace mentally right now. I actually have lots of videos already edited, just not uploaded. I need to get on that. That being said, I also need to kind of just pick up on the Celeste. The Celeste videos have been a little slow. They're just now starting to go up, but I know I'm kind of just behind on editing them because they're a little bit slower and take a little bit more time than like the Tetris 99 or the Mario Maker, because like Mario Maker, Tetris 99, I'm just showing highlights. That's a little bit easier. With Celeste, like, you kind of want to try to tell more of a story, and so that just takes a little bit more time, and it's not been too bad. I finished up a video. Like, my goal is like each video to be like 2 videos long. Like, I'm taking one stream and breaking it up. And ideally, one stream should be like 2 videos for YouTube. And yeah, that one got stretched out to 4, so I don't know like what I should be leaving in, what I should be cutting out. I'm not a video editor in any way. I know I'm not. I can edit video, but I can't do good storytelling by video editing. That's how I'll phrase it, you know, like there's an art to what video editors do, and I am not, like, I'll just flat out say it, I am not a video editor. I don't pretend to be a video editor. You know, I wish I had better video editing skills. I think it could generally really help me, maybe even speed up the process, but you know, until that day happens. Sorry, let's just go ahead and grab this knife. Until that day happens, I'm just gonna have to kind of struggle along. That being said, like I've definitely further than when I first started video editing, so that's actually positive. I definitely working faster than I used to, and I've learned a lot of different things using DaVinci Resolve. You know, I'm interested in what's the Adobe version. I'm interested in trying it. I don't know if there's going to be any big or huge benefit to using the Adobe. Is it Lightroom? I don't. Premiere Pro? Maybe that's it. Is that it? Premiere? I just don't know if I would get any benefit. I do know, like, there are just some things Photoshop does better, like, and I say that because, like, my background is in photography, not videography, so I'm a much better photographer than videographer. But like I have like Affinity because I just wanted to be able to buy and own something and not have to pay a subscription fee. And Adobe or Affinity works fine, but it is no Adobe Photoshop. Because I'm familiar with Adobe Photoshop, I know how it works, I know all the tools it has that makes your life just so much easier. I've been like trying to get by using Affinity and GIMP, and it's a bit of a, like, it's just a little bit of a struggle trying to use the two. Like, where I know if I had Photoshop, I could, instead of having two programs, I could do everything with one program. That being said, I also don't know what size requirements this Photoshop even requires now, so it might not even be kind of worth having on my system. It might be too bloated or bulky, or a lot of tools on it I wouldn't end up using. I just don't know, honestly. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm worrying about things I don't need to or shouldn't need to worry about, and just like focus on, I should grab that spinach, and just focus on like what's at hand. Like, I have a system that works. There's no real reason to go changing things up. Maybe if I had some downtime, I could, but I feel like I'm always working on something, always got something to do, where I don't have like an afternoon where I can download these things, give them a trial run, and see how I like them. So I don't know. I just don't know. My main issue with the Affinity photo is like I can't do GIFs in it, but it is a more powerful tool for photo editing than like GIMP is. So that's like the main issue I have with Affinity Photo is, unless they updated Affinity Photo, it's been a while since I've actually used it, because I've mainly been using GIMP for GIFs and GIF editing, so I don't know if there's a difference. Plus, Affinity's on my Mac, not my PC, and I don't know if I can download it since I already own the license, or if I'd have to like buy another license. I really would like to not have to buy another license. Where are we at? We got 10 more levels, I think. We're on pace. I think we're looking good. I hope. I don't know how long this is, whether this is a half an hour run, 15 minutes. I forgot to look, honestly. Alright, let's grab that last whip. So yeah, it's like, I have tools, they work well enough. Bravo to the DaVinci people and teams for providing such a good and powerful video editor for practically free. Yeah, there's some stuff that's paywall, but like, yeah, that's how they have to make money. That being said, like, they don't put a watermark on your video. I think that's a huge plus. A lot of other free video editing softwares, they put watermarks on your things, and I'm like, that's such a huge dick move to do. Like, people, you know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, you'll get more with honey than vinegar, and like putting your watermark on someone else's video, that's just adding vinegar. Like, that doesn't help the person. That doesn't help the person grow. But if you're nice, and because like I'm contemplating it, right now, what I do with DaVinci is fine. It provides everything I need. I don't know if buying it would add anything to my video editing other than wanting to buy it to support them and what they do, you know, because I think what they do is important. I think what they do helps greatly. You know, it's like Vampire Survivors. I ended up buying a bunch of extra copies for friends because I just thought it was such a cool and great game, and it's not expensive, that I want to support the developers by buying a bunch of copies of it for my friends because I like it that much. I think I underpaid for it, and very rarely do I ever feel like, oh, I didn't pay enough for this. You know, usually it's like, oh, this is damn fucking expensive. I'm looking at you, Starfield. I think I played it 3 times. So, like, I don't know. I don't know. That being said, I've been playing Doom 2 on stream, been playing some of the modded Doom maps, and I've had a blast. I did not expect how much fun I was going to have playing Doom and Doom 2 and all that, but I've really been enjoying it. I've been having a great time. You know, like, thank you, Chippy, for kind of pushing me into playing Doom 2. I've never actually played it. And maybe this will push me into playing more Doom. I've had 2016 and Doom Eternal. I've been wanting to play those. I haven't had opportunity to. So maybe now we do. I wanted to bet the Endless Winter. Game killer now. List of weapons, damage reflects enemy damage, character gains bonus damage depending on missing health, defeat enemies with retaliatory damage. I guess healing. I don't need healing. I wanted to up my curse level actually. That was the main thing. I want to be able to do more damage to things. But yeah, so Doom's been super fun. I don't know when or if I'll have an opportunity to play Doom Eternal, Doom 2016. I was hoping to have time this month, but I think playing the extra mod maps and ramp and stuff have kind of taken up that time. But what I might end up doing is after I finish my Deathless Link's Awakening, maybe on the weekends I just start streaming that. I've toyed around with the idea of like streaming longer, and I don't know about that. I can keep a good stream going for like 3 hours. With Mario Maker, I've told myself it's okay to go longer, and like maybe that's the trick or key. Like if I'm having fun, if I'm having a good stream, you know, maybe it's fine if I extend it out by an hour or 2. You know, there's no harm in doing that. But I also don't want like the quality to suffer. I hesitate like starting earlier because I use the morning for like doing this, video editing, exercising, you know, general running around and doing stuff, whatever errands that need to be run, that sort of thing. because that's just a normal thing to do. So I'm a little hesitant to increase my stream time. With Mario Maker, it's a little bit easy because let's say I have unfinished levels to play. I'll just keep playing, kind of work through them, or maybe I'm on the last one and I'm just playing it. Like I extended my stream by like half an hour, 45 minutes, because like I got this level. It was pretty difficult, and I honestly thought I would only play for like maybe 10-15 minutes. And it stretched out to an hour. Now I was making some progress, but maybe if I spent another half an hour, I might have beaten the level. It was just late in the day. I was ready to like turn the stream off, crawl into bed. Like I felt conflicted. I wanted to keep playing the level because I was enjoying it. I was having fun, but at the same time, I was also like, I need to cut this off. I need to take a break. I need to brush my teeth, crawl into bed, relax, and fall asleep. You know, like I'm not sure how I would have been better served by staying awake and beating that level. Could I? Probably. Would I have benefited myself or anyone else? I don't know. I don't know that there was any benefit. I think the only benefit is I would have beat it, and it would have actually been a really solid banger to put up on YouTube, because it was a genuinely cool, fun level. So I don't know what to do in those situations sometimes, I guess. Keep playing, cut it off, you know. I feel like there's no right answer. It's just what it is. And maybe that's it. There's like life. There's just no right answer. You just do whatever and see what shakes loose. You know, well, I've clearly gotten the 50. Could just stop. Or do I keep going and play this out? Do I still have coffee? I have a swallow of coffee. Now I'm out of coffee. Oh, gotta get a stretch here. Still kind of waking up. I overslept a bit this morning. Oh yeah, I guess I have an open slot. Pichon or ebony wings. They're kind of the same thing. A little pichon. Only because I can't get both birds. But yeah, it's been a good week. Yeah, I overslept a little bit this morning. No real reason. I didn't mean to oversleep. It just, I guess, happened that way. I'd say I went to bed at a perfectly normal time I normally do. Maybe, well, you know, now that I think about it, I normally take like a quick little nap between dinner and streaming, and I did not get that nap in. I've cut out my afternoon nap and it's shifted to an after dinner nap. And so like maybe my body was just like, yeah, you're catching up. You're catching up on your sleep now. We're just gonna do that. We're gonna catch up on your sleep after the fact. That being said, we're at Thursday. This week has surprisingly gone pretty quick. Hasn't dragged on. We're already at Thursday. Thursday's like one of my more favorite days. Like, it's definitely the turning point for the weekend, so it makes me excited for that. gonna be watching Rocky Horror Picture Show on Discord. I'm kind of excited for that as well. I haven't watched that in a while, and it's just such a fun, super gay, great movie. Like, I love it. I love it. It is just a adorable, cute little movie. $32. Nice. I mean, I could end this and just do a continue. So we reached the goal. Oh, but maybe I need to play 30 minutes to unlock the next level. That's right. Never mind. I changed my opinion of ending early. I now realize I need to play this out for 30 minutes to unlock the next level anyway. So we're just here. You're here stuck with me now. We watched Men in Black last week. It's still good. It's crazy. I haven't watched that movie in so long, and like the OG Men in Black really holds up well. It is still a solidly good movie. I'm not going to get into the sequels. I think the second one was well enough. I just think they could have they could have done so much better with that franchise. Like, I think the Saturday morning cartoon that was for Men in Black was better than any of the movie sequels, because they treated it exactly how they should have treated, like one-off, self-contained episodes, and like that's how they should have treated the film franchises. Like, you know, just do stupid, silly, campy adventures on each episode, and I think, or each movie, and I think they tried to like recapture the same feel and magic of that first movie, and it just failed instead of like trying to go in a different direction with the property. I mean, that's my opinion. Who the fuck cares what my opinion is? My opinion's shit, maybe. I just feel they could have done something different. I think it could have been like a solid thing. So I'm gonna like build just a list of like 90 movies I want to rewatch. I kind of want to rewatch Sphere. Probably the lesser of the Michael Crichton films. But I don't know, because I knew Sphere the book before I knew Sphere the movie, and so I think it just holds like a special place in my heart, because I just really enjoyed and loved the movie, you know. Or not the movie, the book. So, oh my gosh, this is going to get pretty crazy here actually at the last 10 minutes. But yeah, so part of that is when our family used to take long car trips down to South Carolina to visit family in the summer and winter. I mean, like, we're talking like a 6-hour drive. Like, it's a lot to ask of a kid sitting in the back of a car. But what my mom used to do is she would go to the library and they would have books on tape you could rent. And so she would rent books for us to listen to on these car trips. And like, I just distinctly remember once, we had Sphere, and I remember so much of that, because like, I remember listening to this book on tape and I was just captivated. Like, the story is really, really good and solid. Like, I know a movie can't capture fully what a book entails. I don't fault it for that. That's just was hoping for endless winter or whatever it is. Cooldown weapons reduced while moving. 3 bounces, that would just be for knives. Reflex, I don't like that one. So we're kind of between these. This would only benefit the knives. This would only benefit the garlic. Which benefits me more? I mean, maybe they're both in the same. I just like the look and sound of the bounces, so we'll go with the extra bounces, even though I think this is the better choice, the Tragic Princess. Because I can just run around and that's gonna keep the garlic active, but I think I'd rather have like super mega bounces from the knives. Like you can already see them increasing. So yeah, I just like Sphere's gonna be one of them. I don't know about Jurassic Park, just because like I know that's a quintessential like 90s movie, but I watch that pretty regularly. Like that's not revisiting a movie I haven't watched in a long time. Like that is classic Spielberg doing classic Spielberg things. Like it is a banger of a movie. Maybe Waterworld. Waterworld's a good movie. It's just long, and I'm not sure I want to do that to my Discord peeps. But yeah, I think I'll just have to like go through and like make a list of 90s movies, because that's really kind of like a sweet, to me there's like just this sweet spot, like kind of this golden age of movies, at least in my mind, which the 90s were. You know, I don't know if it's just because those are the movies I grew up watching, or like they're just genuinely good. You know, I think I like some of the movies from the 70s. 80s was really where like Hollywood was starting to get it. 90s was just like this heyday. And then there was almost this collapse, this over-reliance, I think, on CG. I think now the movie industry gets that they shouldn't rely completely on CG for their special effects, because like I think that's why Men in Black looks and feels so good, is you get this blend of special effects and practical effects. You use the special effects where it's not effective or cost effective to use practical effects, but you'll always be able to tell that those are special effects. The practical effects just look so good. Like there was maybe that's why the 90s movies look really, really good, is like, you know, the 70s they're just kind of learning what they can do with practical effects. The 80s is them like refining practical effects, and then the 90s was like really using everything they've learned with using practical effects to make really good, compelling storytelling. And I think that's why like some of the 90s stuff looks just so good, is the practical effects were at an all-time high point. You know, CGI hadn't completely taken over yet, and you just had good quality movies, good quality stories. So I'm kind of just doing this analysis on the fly. I don't know if any of this is true, and feel free to tell me what you think in the comments. What I say is not gospel. What I say is not true. What I say is mostly my own thoughts and feelings. And so if you have an opposing viewpoint or know more about the subject, let me know. I'm always willing to learn. I'm going off of what I see and kinda know. But again, I would not like say I'm authority or anything like that. I just enjoy movies, you know. You know, I think one of the things that has really helped it is I have several long plane trips I take a year, and I'll a lot of times watch what's in the like infotainment screens in the back of the seat, and those end up having like a lot of like art house films or a lot of 90s films. Some of them will have newer films, but I feel like it helped me looking for like something to watch has really help open me up to other movies, movies I wouldn't normally watch, especially like foreign language films, because foreign language films just get no traction in the U.S. It's very niche. It's very hard to get info. Like, I'm sure there are groups out there that are super into foreign language films, but I don't know enough about foreign language films. But it is cool when I get to watch them. On a plane flight, I watch Kurosawa's. What is it? It's the one where there's like a crime and everyone has a different story, and they're trying to just figure out what the actual events happen, and it kind of just ends on a note of it's up to the viewer to decide whose story is the true story, who's telling the truth in this. And I knew about Kurosawa. I never really watched any Kurosawa, but I understand the hype and praise Kurosawa gets. I do want to watch Seven Samurai, mainly because I actually really like the anime of Seven Samurai, and I've never watched The Magnificent Seven, which I know is based on Seven Samurai. Maybe I'll watch like both of those back to back, do a compare and contrast, kind of see how the West treated this property from the East. I watched, and it's crazy that this was on a fucking airplane flight. I watched Old Boy on a flight, and I knew it was like supposed to be a rough watch. I did not understand the twist ending. I did not understand what Old Boy consisted of. I did not understand how that was going to end. And I was like, oh, I understand why people talk about this movie now. Because it was so out of left field. I absolutely wasn't expecting it. And the whole thing was by design. The whole thing was just beautifully and brilliantly crafted. It's a fucked up movie in some regards, absolutely. But that kind of fucked up aspect really also shows the genius behind it. And then I did do so I watched the video, there's a YouTube video. I wish I knew the person's name. I should look it up right now. He does this deep analysis of why Snowpiercer is the sequel to Willy Wonka, and he admits oh, it's only a fan theory. It's not anything serious. Okay, well, I guess that ends this conversation. Maybe I'll continue it in tomorrow's. Big stretch. Completed. Alright, we reached 50 garlic. We unlocked retirement, and I think that is the last stage we have in Garlic Adventures. Speaking of which, I need to check Steam and see if there's any announcements coming up. Let's see what I can get on power-ups. I really want to spend it on rerolls. I'm like, do I need to spend it on armor? Part of me feels like it might be worth putting some into curse. Alright, if you made it this far, please consider like, commenting, and subscribing. It really helps out the channel. I'm trying to grow it. Things have slowed down drastically with shorts. Because that was a whole other learning experience. If you want to know more about that, watch some of my more previous videos on the Vampire Survivors weekend bonus content, because I go into a deep spiel on that about learning what YouTube was doing and how I messed it up. Anyway, have a good night, have a good evening, have a good weekend, and I hope to see you tomorrow. We'll be back with another episode of Vampire Survivors. Bye, everyone.